good afternoon, and welcome. Welcome indeed, yes, to another edition of the Mark Moses Show podcast. As we're always broadcasting from the Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Take back control of your life. Call them today. Yes, it's Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Now, joining me for bonus coverage to help me get through today, because I got no sleep whatsoever. My ears are still ringing from the Kia Center. Yes, he is basketball coach Billy Mims. We got to recap the Magic ugly, hard-fought win last night against the Pistons. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mark. I mean, I'm like you. I spent a lot of time watching basketball yesterday, and I was up until, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning before I went to bed. I watched all of the late game, the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. So before that game finished, I was still in hoop heaven.
I'm going to go over this stat with you. So Jalen Suggs played in this basketball game last night. He was 1 for 13 from the field, 1 for 11 from three-point range. He scored 5 points. But for some reason, because you're very big on this, this is something new with you. Even though you've been a coach for decades, this past basketball season for college and NBA, you've been very big on the plus minus, like hockey, right? So this become big. 5 points, 1 for 13 shooting, plus 17. His backup, Anthony Black, 2 points, negative 19 when he was on the court. So you had to stick with Suggs. How did the Magic win this basketball game? I don't know.
And it's a great stat you point out. Not only did Jalen Suggs have a plus 17, there's one more thing you can look at, that if you look at the Magic roster and look at the plus minuses at the end of the sheet, Suggs' plus 17 was the highest plus minus for the Magic, along with Wendell Carter Jr. plus 17, Franz Wagner plus 17, and Desmond Bane plus 15. Of the starters for the Magic,
I know what you're going to say.
Who had the lowest plus minus?
Paolo had
plus 8.
Paolo, all right, if you go over these stats, because this game, it makes no sense. Because Paolo had, if I get this right, he had 18 points, but he shot 4 for 18 from the field. It was all at the free throw line. He was awful. And then Franz, you brought up, he had 19. He left the game. Didn't even play the fourth quarter. Is this all right? Here's the $50 million question. Is this on Bickerstaff at the end of the day? Is this on him? How do you lose this game? How?
Well, I'll tell you, the big key to losing this game, turnovers.
Yes.
Turnovers. The Detroit Pistons had 20 turnovers. The Orlando Magic only 10. When you double somebody in turnovers, it's two problems with a turnover, especially if it's a live ball turnover. One, it's an empty possession for your offense. Two, it's a great fast break opportunity for the other offense, and it puts your defense backs against the wall in a trouble situation. Transition defense is the biggest defensive category that you look at, because you're giving up easy scores, quick, easy scores. I always think about this. If you look at the total shooting percentage a team had in the ball game, right? If you break it down like this, Mark, that your total shooting percentage, say a team shoots 52% for the game. Sounds pretty good. They made over half their shots. What I like to look at is, what was their percentage shooting when it was 5-on-5 in the half court? Because some of that 52% will be they made 8 out of 9 layups in transition.
Yeah.
Take away. So as a defensive coach, as somebody that, if you're always in charge of the defense for the Magic or the Pistons, the number one thing you teach early in the season is transition defense. Take away the fast break, quick scoring opportunities. Most of those come from offensive turnovers. So you have to limit turnovers and be very good in transition defense. If you can do those two things, you have a chance to win. I thought the Magic last night limited themselves, 10 turnovers for the entire game, and they limited the Pistons' offensive transition fast break scores.
The Pistons scored 17 points in the third quarter, and they scored 19 points in the fourth quarter. The Magic also scored 19 points in the fourth quarter. I want to go over this. If I go back, I was tweeting like a madman during the game, right? Because you couldn't believe what the hell you just saw. All right. This at the 3:08 mark, Magic are up 87-85. So 2 straight games with 3 minutes to go. It's a tie game or it's a 2-point game. So it's funny. You had let me make sure I have this right. So you had Jamal Cain, who had one of the best dunks you've ever seen in a basketball game.
Posterize. Yeah, as soon as it happened, I jumped out of my chair and said, where can I get the poster?
Oh, I know. Go ask Jalen Duren. He'll have one for you. Ready to go. So, what's funny, he dunks that ball. The crowd is in disbelief. What just happened? And if you don't believe me, no one has any cell phone video of it. No one, because you never thought that was going to happen. You saw him play all year. What? So it's funny. He dunks that. They're still only up 2. 3 minutes to go. They're only up 2. The whole fourth quarter, they're not going away. They're not we have a 10-point lead. No, it's still a game. And then it comes down to this. 2 straight games. So in game 3, we talked about yesterday, Paolo throws up the 3, bounces up, goes in. What happens last night? Desmond Bane, prayer 3, top of the key, banks it in.
Off the backboard.
Look, I'm starting to believe. I am. I know Bane, man, what do you have, 22 or so? Look, 5 threes last night, 7 in game 3. I said that was the key.
Hey,
got to hit those threes.
Desmond Bane, and again, that was incredible, right? He hit a bank shot from the top of the key. There's no way he meant to bank it. I think he had a little laugh with himself as he turned around going back down the court. Hey, it went in. What does it matter? But here's the interesting stat. You texted me at halftime, Magic got to start hitting threes.
Yeah.
They were 9 for 35 in the game. Wow. That's horrendous, right? 9 for 35. But the interesting part is Desmond Bane, 5 for 10. The rest of the Magic team were 4 for 25. The entire rest of the team. When you look at it, if you'd have told Jamal Mosley, if you'd have told him yesterday that Jalen Suggs was going 1 for 13 and Paolo Banchero was going 4 for 18, and everybody on their team other than Desmond Bane would be 4 for 25 behind the arc, he thinks there's no way we're winning this game.
No.
So the basketball gods are stepping in here somewhere for the Orlando Magic.
In that second quarter late, the Pistons get a double-digit lead, and you're like, uh-oh, here we go. And then the Magic, they end the half on a great run to take the lead, and I don't think they gave up the lead pretty much the rest of the way in that second half. And your boy, Franz Wagner, we're going to find out today. I know he left with the calf injury. It's been hurting him all season. He was great in that second quarter. They need him. They need your boy Franz, man. They need him. He was huge.
Look, he was the second leading scorer last night. And as you said, he had 19 points in the game, and he only played 24 minutes.
Oh, man.
19 points in 24 minutes. His efficiency was high, both team efficiency. Like I said, I think he was plus 17. He was the highest team efficiency along with Jalen Suggs. But I actually, if you broke down his individual efficiency as well, had to be sky high with 19 points in 24 minutes. So I like what Franz is bringing to the team right now. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time. And when they need a big play, he makes a big shot, a big play, a great pass. Some things just went really well for him. And the bench nobody was terrific off the bench. Kane had that monster dunk, but they played 4 guys off the bench, double-digit minutes. Kane plays 24, gives you 8 points off the bench. I like Tristan da Silva, you know that.
Yeah.
He gave him 14 big minutes, 6 points off the bench. He hit a big 3. Batadze comes off the bench as a backup post and gets physical out there. Some of the physicality between Batadze and the Pistons inside core is fun to watch. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on there. And Anthony Black comes out. Batazi gave him 2 points. AB gave him 2 points. It wasn't magnificent bench play, but everybody came in and contributed, did something. They played 9 players in the game, Mark. All 9 scored.
I feel like the whole Detroit fan base and their front office and their coach and their players are probably thinking right now in this moment, why didn't we trade for Desmond Bane? We could use Desmond Bane. I bet you there's a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference who are thinking, why didn't we get Desmond Bane? And dude, if right now, let's be honest here. I love Franz. I love Paolo. I love all these guys. If they don't have Desmond Bane right now, are the Magic even a playoff team? They barely made the playoffs with him. They might be in the lottery right now without Bane giving them 20 a game. That's why in game 5, dude, you got to shoot more than 10 3-point attempts. You might have to take 15 in game 5. He is the key. How big is Bane now?
And you know what's funny? Other than Desmond Bane, nobody in this series has really shot the 3 well.
No.
I mean, we joked about the Magic being 9 for 35. The Pistons were 6 for 30. 6 for 30. Their best shooter has been Cade Cunningham. He was 3 for 11. That's abysmal. That's not even 30% behind the arc, just under 30% shooting. So when you look at it, one of the advantages I think the Magic have had in this series, and I think their coaching staff has done a good job really harping on this, I believe. They've done a great job of taking away the paint from Detroit. They take away, they're not turning the ball over. They're not giving up a lot of quick, easy scores. And in the 5-on-5 half court, they're actually letting Detroit, okay, take a 3, because they're not shooting the ball very well. Let them shoot the 3, go out, contest the 3, but do not give up open drives to the hoop. Protect the rim, protect the paint, protect the basket. The Magic do that and force the Pistons to shoot perimeter jump shots. The Magic are in great shape.
Here's the weirdest thing I'm going to tell you. So we played 4 games, and I'm going to the Kia Center last night, and I'm looking at the spread. Vegas had Detroit favored by 3.5 on the road.
Yep.
They're down 2 games to 1. It's game 4. They're still favored. So wait, you mean to tell me we have played 4 games in this series? I think Detroit's been favored in every single game. And I bet you game 5, they're going to be favored again. What?
And they're down 3 games to 1.
That might be the craziest stat of them all. But you know what? Detroit, it is to save face. They have to win. They have got to win this game. They have. If you're the Magic, though, this is like Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg. Knock them out. I don't want a game 6 Friday. Knock them out there in Detroit.
Well, I said to you, and when we were texting, I think right now that this is a paramount game. It's paramount for both teams. Obviously, Detroit have their back against the wall. They're going home. But remember, at home, in the last 12 playoff games in Detroit, they're 1-11. They had an 11-game winning streak. Now they're on a 1-game winning streak right now at home. I get that. But in their last 12 games in Detroit, in the playoffs, they're 1-11. If you're Jamal Mosley and the Orlando Magic, you got to be singing that over and over and over. So those players are drilling that inside, saying, you know what? This team ain't very good at home. We have been playing well on the road. We're going to go win this thing. I believe that everybody says, oh, well, they got 3 chances now. They're up 3-1. There's 3 chances. They just got to win 1 out of 3. No. They need to be looking at 1 out of 1. Because like you said, if the second straight win in Detroit happens for the Pistons, this was a close game last night in Orlando. Who's to say that Detroit don't figure it out and come in game 6 with their backs against the wall and pull off a close, hard. I still don't believe they'll blow Orlando out in any game, but they could steal a close game at home in game 6. And there's no way Orlando goes to Detroit and wins game 7. They have to win now. Game 5 would be great, but if they lose game 5, they're up 3-2, then it's paramount that the crowd show up they get loud, and the Magic hold court at home. We said it early. They went up there and they won a game 1 in Detroit, which gave the Magic home court advantage for this series. They still have home court advantage. They have one more game at home, and they only need to win one more game. They've done what it takes. Go steal one more in Detroit or win game 6 at home. Do not give up 2 losses in a row and think you're going to beat a 60-win Pistons team at home in game 7.
All right, so before the game, and that was all great, but I know this will intrigue you even more. Then I'm going to let you go. I know you're a busy man. You're getting ready for your daughter's wedding. I get it. So I'm going into the Kia Center, into the special media entrance, which you've done many times yourself. So in front of me, as I'm trying to get into the building, is about 10 or 12 different women. And I go, what is going on here? What is this? What is this? It was all the wags of the Detroit Pistons. This is a British term that you taught me, wives and girlfriends. Okay.
The wags.
Oh, there was, because one of them had a specialized jacket that had Isaiah Stewart on the back for the Pistons, right? And then they had the kid, and like, what is happening here? So they're trying to get through security, and I'm like, I don't know. I had to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, please just keep, and they could, all the people that work there, they could see it on my face. Like, come on, go, dude.
And you know why?
What?
You know why they were entering that gate, right? Or that entrance way, that security entrance, is they get team passes. So for the pregame, for warm-ups and stuff, their tickets might be up a few rows. It could be 15, 20 rows up in the Detroit section where the NBA and the Magic identified tickets for the opposing team. But the families of the players get these court passes so they can come in and walk like you and I do, walk around the arena right by the court for warm-ups. So that's what they're coming in there, picking up their court passes as team guests.
The gentleman in me was like, oh, nice to meet you. Hey, have a nice time. And I walked by. In my head, I was like, oh, that's nice. You've come here to see your husband get beat up on the basketball court by the Magic. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to wear my, we talked about this yesterday. I'm going to wear my nice Gucci bag. I'm going to have my finest outfit on. I'm going to sit courtside and I'm going to root on my husband. That's happened. Okay. That's every, you know what I mean? That's every team. It was just so funny, right? There was, I said it was going to happen. It was loud and there were a lot of people there. And after the game, there were a lot of people walking around. And when you and me are going to games in December, crowd ain't that big. All right. I'm going to say the bandwagon's getting bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger.
And you know what happens then too?
What?
The ticket prices get higher and higher.
All right. I'm going to let you
know.
What?
You want me to be the bearer of potential bad news now?
What do you got?
Because I have one very eerie statistic to bottle up this recap of last night and looking forward to games 5 and 6 and 7, potentially.
Okay.
There's an interesting statistic. If you remember, and I'm sure you do, in 2003, 2003, the NBA, the NBA expanded the playoffs. Round 1 went from a 5-game format to a 7-game format, correct? 2003, we expanded to 7 games. Since 2003, 5 times, East Coast, West Coast, 5 times in the playoff history in the last 23 years, an 8 seed in round 1 has actually taken a 3-1 lead on a 1 seed. Now, remember, I told you yesterday that winning game 3 is paramount. I did say that, remember?
Yeah.
Because if you win game 3, which the Magic did, and you go up 2-1, 74% of the time you win the series. It goes up even more if you win game 3. So this is an unbelievable stat. In 23 years, 5 times, 8 seeds have gone up 3-1 on the 1 seed. 4 of the 5 times, the 8 seed has gone on to knock off the 1 seed and advance. Listen to this, Mark, for your fans.
Yes.
In 2023, the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks, the Heat were the 8 seed. The Bucks were the 1 seed. 2023. Prime for Giannis. The Heat won the series 4-1. In 2012, the 76ers and your Chicago Bulls.
This when Derrick Rose got hurt.
The Bulls were the 1 seed. The Sixers went up 3-1. The Bulls fought back. The Sixers won 4-3. The Sixers won. Sorry, it was 4-2. My bad. That was 4-2. In 2011, the Grizzlies and San Antonio Spurs. The Grizzlies were the 8 seed. Spurs the 1 seed in 2011. Grizzlies win 4-2. In 2007, the 4th time, the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry and company in 2007 were the 8th seed. The Dallas Mavericks were the 1 seed. And Steph and company win the series 4-2. Now, there's only once in history that this has happened before now. In 2003, the first year of the 7-team playoff, and eerily, it was the Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons. The Magic got up as the 8th seed. The Magic got up 3-1. The Pistons won the next 3 in a row and won the series 4-3. This is why I'm saying the Magic can't let it go to 7 games, because the last time that happened, the Pistons got hot. They won 3 in a row after being down 3-1. They won Game 7 in Detroit. The Magic must win Game 5, or at outside must win Game 6. If it goes to Game 7, the Pistons will survive.
He is Billy Mims, basketball coach. That is our recap. Game 5, Wednesday night in Detroit. Be there, be square. Thanks for your help, buddy, and have a great day. All right?
See you soon, Mark.